Hey, pretty people. I think a big move is coming soon, so get excited. There are a few reasons for this. First, Trump's strategy has changed again, and he is now very bullish. You can tell this from the things he posts on social media. There will probably be a huge wave soon. I also think that the technicals, the headlines, and the amount of cash that will be in the system support this. I'm back to the same level of optimism that I had before I started what I called the election super cycle in November. This might happen a little later than 30 days from now, but I think it will happen sometime in that time frame based on what I've seen so far. I think rockets will be flying. Now, this is important for the news and politics. We'll talk about the news, about treasuries and XRP. Then we'll talk about the technicals and what I'm doing right now to take advantage of this. After that, you can decide for yourself what you think the case might be. With that said, I'd like to let you know that I'm currently at Bitcoin 2025 Vegas. Wow, this event is really cool. There are a lot of people building in cryptocurrency right now. I have to say that a lot has changed since 2021, which was the last bull run. I saw a lot of projects that weren't building anything. They were just using buzzwords like utility, TOC economies, and communities. They thought that would be enough to get a lot of people interested in their new NFT project or whatever project they're working on. In reality, it wasn't anything useful. This time, there is a big difference. Almost everyone I see working on blockchain projects, whether they're for XRP or something else, is making something useful. In some ways, Bitcoin or another cryptocurrency actually feels like less of a bubble than it did in 2021. Just look at how NFTs are now. They've never been close to where they were before. If you look at cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and XRP, they're at all-time highs. This really supports my point, but I'm going to say a lot more. My main point is that these projects will work because they are making things that people can use in the real world that will save them money, time, and make their lives better in general. I'm going to back that up and show you why I think XRP will be the best. As we can see, President Trump was very happy with the 50% tax that was given to the EU. Trump also says that the EU will let European countries trade with the US, which is great. We want more trade between countries and more people around the world to use cryptocurrency to do business. All of these things are happening. Abu Dhabi just opened the first real estate fund in the world based on tokenized XRP. Did you miss it? I pay with XRP. XRP is being used to tokenize real estate funds and other things like that. How quickly will they see how it helps them? Since people can bring in money from all over the world, it'll be clear for everyone to join in. I'm looking forward to that kind of growth and all the other good things that will happen because of these trade deals with all these countries. I will say that we're not out of the woods yet when it comes to the business. There are still a few red flags that need to be dealt with. The main thing that worries me is our mortgage bills, even though interest rates have gone down, and the fact that banks are still putting a lot of pressure on people. They keep going up every year, and the Fed isn't going to lower them. It's the same in Europe, the US, and all of these other rich countries. This needs to be fixed right away. It's clear that banks are still having some issues. For many of them to get more business, they may need to add Bitcoin and stable coins to the services they provide. Deals have already been made with the German government, and they plan to add their own stable coins to them. This is likely how they will deal with the problem. No matter how you look at it, the issue hasn't been fully solved yet. So keep an eye on that. Now let's talk about cryptocurrencies. The news about a $2.5 billion deal to build a Bitcoin bank is very strange. It shows that Trump's media are putting a lot of effort into Bitcoin. Michael Saylor is also doing the same thing. Do I think that these billions of dollars will help the price of XRP go up? Probably not at first, but as presidents, successful business people, and other people keep putting a lot of money into the space, it will finally become more well known, and stores all over the world will see that and decide to do the same. This will lead to more older Trump supporters using Bitcoin for the first time, and more people will follow suit. If you, like Michael Saylor, weren't sure about going deeper into cryptocurrency before, I think this is a net win in the long run. But it will be a while before we know for sure in the United States of America that something truly amazing is happening. US consumer trust is rising to 98, which is higher than expected. This is a very important historical figure. It's really amazing to see how much US consumer trust has grown in the last few years. I need to say something that's pretty cool. Yes, people in the US are very sure of themselves. Data on inflation is coming in soon, and I'm really looking forward to that. It seems like Trump just likes putting billions of dollars into the economy. Despite our debt, trade deals are still going on. The charts are pretty interesting. Let's look at Bitcoin. The stochastic RSI is indeed too low, which means that when we look at the 15-minute mark on one day, it tells a slightly different story. In the short run, there is a little bit of a move up. We're already on the blue line in the middle. That's a good sign. You can see that this is the plan for one day. We're now moving up. When it comes to XRP, it's the same thing most of the time. XRP is a little behind Bitcoin. XRP was still sold for a lot less than it was worth on this day. Remember that I buy every red day here, but I didn't buy because I was busy and on a flight. I bought this one right away, and I'll buy a lot more on any other red days we have here. Things have been moving very slowly so far. Again, every time we've been oversold before, we've had a blow off top. Take a look at this case. There were big green candles for us right now. Here's another one. There were nice big green candles for us. This March was also a great month for this. Also, everyone remembers November. We were oversold in December and November of that year. Yeah, there are a lot of examples of times when we were oversold and then there was a huge boom in the next 8 to 3 days. You really don't want to miss these. You'll kick yourself for not buying more. To get more right, the fact that crypto use is growing around the world definitely supports the idea that we're making a big move. That's why I'm not going to miss it. And if we go down, I'll thank God for giving me this amazing chance. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy. And guys, I'm using credit to buy. About 15% of my portfolio is in futures trading right now.